Hello to all of my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your Motivational Monday reading. Geminis, we are coming to I think on the 18th of the month, your 18th of January, your ruling planet Mercury goes station direct, right? So if there's been it feels like messages coming through and they seem garbled, or you're not receiving return messages from like emails that you sent out, or contracts seem like it's not, whatever, anything having to do with communication and learning, this is your time to kind of sort of slow down and pay attention, like read contracts a little better. If you're waiting on an email or response to an email or whatever, you may have to reach back out and all of those things. So let's get into your reading. Geminis, let's go. All right, not only that, Mercury and Uranus are currently retrograde. Okay, we have a tower moment. Okay, somebody have a tower card. Here we have the death card. We have the moon card. We have the wheel of fortune. We have the four of swords. And we also have the four of cups. All right, so somebody is having some kind of an awakening to just end something. Just like, you know what? I'm not moving on. I'm not moving forward into this new cycle with something. I'm really moving forward here. And so source is giving you some time to kind of really come to draw some conclusion. Somebody could assume that somebody is putting some kind of a sending some dark energy or whatever your way. And even if they couldn't touch you. You have this protective field. So anybody that's sending anything negative your way is bouncing off this protective field and is coming back to them. So that's not even something you have to worry about. So source is trying to allow you to successfully go through your rebirth so that you can create a life that you absolutely love and that you're pleased with. So source is saying to you, just get some sleep. It's going to feel like you're lucky. It's going to feel like you're blessed and highly favored on the other side. The only way that something can come in is through your mind. So you're not even giving it any energy whatsoever. So somebody could think there's a Scorpio involved, or somebody could assume that could be an Aries, or somebody's like trying to take some deep dark thoughts, like somebody could be involved in some kind of witchcraft or something, or trying to send some dark energy your way. You don't even have to worry about that. You don't even, bottom line, that's not even something you need to overthink, because that's a way in through your mind for you to sit there and just ruminate over. Well, I wonder what they're up to. I wonder what they're doing. Then next thing you know, fear settles in, and then you're overthinking, and you're a very smart sign as it is. You don't need to overthink anything. Even if somebody was sending something your way, you have too much protective energy from your ancestors all around you. Like, don't you even try it. Don't try it with Gemini, because it's going to come back. It's going to bounce off of that protective field and hit them. So somebody has some serious guardian angels that's watching over you, making sure nothing, I'm getting like somebody's mother or something, like somebody's not playing around about you. Here we have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. We also have the Tower card again. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, right? And so you don't need to. The Tower card came out twice. This is really, so the Tower card, there's a Scorpio somewhere involved in all of this, because there's some real dark energy trying to come up. Like somebody is in this real dark space. And for whatever their reason is, like when we're looking at the moon card, it's just like some dark conversations going on about you behind your back. And it's going to bounce. I'm telling you, when I say Gemini, you all have nothing to worry about. You have nothing. When I say nothing to worry about. This is the test for you, is where you're going to put your energy. Mars is no longer retrograde, right? Mars is Scorpio's ruling planet. It's Aries' ruling planet, and it's also one of Scorpio's ruling planet. This is where you say, I'm moving forward. Somebody could be in a relationship with their soulmate. And something from your past, it could have been an ex or somebody from your past, is like, they are really trying to dabble into something dark. And the bottom line for you is, let me move on. You don't need their approval. Source already approved you to move forward, right? You don't need anybody's approval, Gemini. Keep on moving forward. Do not come down off of your throne. Do not come down off of your throne. Anytime somebody is trying to send dark magic your way after you've left their friendship or romantic relationship or family or whatever the case may be, they always had it in them. But they came up against the right one this time, because somebody got some ancestors around them like, you can try it if you want to. Nuck if you buck. I'm just playing. But no, seriously, somebody's ancestors are not playing. They really aren't. So this is where you use your wisdom, and this is where you use your sword and say, I'm cutting out even overthinking this. I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm getting my rest. I'm about to have a sweet sleep. I'm getting my rest. See, it's reiterating right here where to put your energy. Put your energy in your rest. You are free from something. You have decided to move on from something, and just like I said, somebody was in some kind of real dark something in the past. A lot of times people don't realize that they're in relationships with people who practice dark magic or some kind of dark energy. Doesn't matter how people appear to everybody else, but some people don't realize. You may hear like if you really sit down and think about it, because you all are such a smart sign, but if you really sit down and think about it, you're going to remember certain conversations that were had. Somebody could say they buried bones in a box, like, not necessarily human bones, obviously, but like, or somebody put spells on somebody. Like, you'll hear people talking about some kind of witchcraft stuff that, like, oh my God, I wasn't even aware of that. So, but the bottom line is that you got so much help in the spirit realm that's helping you out. Like I said, I don't even want to waste your reading on it, because it really is not, it can't touch you. It really cannot touch you unless you give space to it in your mind. Source may show you in a dream. Source may have some downloads, and what Source shows you is going to what Source shows you may scare somebody, may make somebody feel some kind of way, like, oh my God, that people are. But you'll start hearing that, like for instance, see the moon card right here, like behind your back. So when you decide to end a relationship and people are like gossiping about you, words have power, and those are spells being sent out into the universe. So they could be saying all kinds of stuff, but then you may or may not, because it's behind you, right? It may come through a dream instead of you hearing somebody say, did you know that so-and-so was going through X, Y, and Z or whatever? It's like the worse the worse their energy is coming out about you, the worse is coming. It's like with the same force that they sending it to you is coming back to them, Gemini. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. But I'm telling you, somebody is going through all kinds of. They better keep their mouth closed. Oh Lord, they better stop. They better stop. But you've already closed out a cycle. You have already moved on. So either you got soulmate energy coming your way, or you're currently in soulmate energy. You don't even have to worry about your past, for real. You don't even. Like I said, you don't even have to worry about it. Here we have the King of Cups. We also have the Chariot card. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Wands, and so the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like Gemini. I don't know who I'm talking to. And again, only take what resonates with you. If this is not your story, then it doesn't resonate with you. That's cool. But listen, it's almost like somebody could have been married to somebody. Here we have the Chariot card. It's almost like you could have been married to somebody, Gemini, and that person thought that you would never, like they put a spell on you and you didn't even realize it. They thought that spell would never break. But here comes your ancestors. Your ancestors were like, we breaking this chain, because we're not going to have. I'm like, what I'm getting in the spirit realm is like somebody's ancestors. We're not having my baby in no zombified state. That's what I'm getting for somebody's ancestors. And look, watch this. Here we had the Ten of Pentacles. Your legacy is about to grow. So when people do that kind of stuff, when people engage in dark, wicked energy, like using what they think is their powers to hurt people. That's why I always say to you guys, everybody, like, listen, I don't care how upset you are, forgive people, but move on, because karma is no joke. Whatever energy they're trying to put out there about you, it'll come right back and hit them, and you have nothing to do with it. You done gone on with your life and living your absolute best life. Somebody is wiser now, you're more compassionate, but you're like, I'm flushing all of that out, and here come more money. At least 8 streams of income, 8 of Pentacles. So your legacy is about to be ridiculous. I'm talking about in a great way. So get ready for that. We're closing out. Make sure you close out this cycle strong. This cycle actually ends on the 20th, Gemini. Whoever or whatever you had to leave behind that was plotting and planning behind your back, they're part of your past, because Source is sending new energy your way, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. You don't have to get any kind of revenge. It's already happening. Here we have the Eight of Cups. Look at you walking away. And it's like an upward climb. It's like, like this person, if you can see like they had their foot like they kind of all like walking on some kind of incline. So it just depends on how dark the energy got, like how low you got in your energy, like how much of an incline you have to go up, like fighting your way out of a mountain, like of a what is it called, a valley, like walking, trying to get up the side of a mountain. So if you never went that low with your conversation, like if you didn't gossip about them, like you didn't do anything, that put you in a low space, you don't have that far up to go. But if you were there, like, getting down and dirty with them and going off on people and cussing them people out and all this, it may be a higher climb, but nevertheless, you're protected in your vulnerability. So you don't have anything to worry about. Like I said, pay those people in dust. Here we have Queen of Wands. This is where you feeling somebody's going to feel happy, magnetic, and free. You're free of something. Like I said before, somebody could have been overthinking something. That's what I'm saying here. Somebody could have been overthinking something. And so Source had to let something happen behind your back with some people that you've allowed to have get real close to you, that you were very compassionate about. You were compassionate about them. And Source was like, the more and more you stay connected to certain tricky friendships or tricky relationships, the darker and darker your thoughts, because now you had access to how dark their thoughts and their energy was. This is water energy right here. This is water energy, and it was real dark. And so somebody had to ram through those emotions, and that was your ancestors trying to help you out. They had to ram through those emotions, but you had to initiate something to get out of something, right? King of Cups again. King of Cups came out twice. So somebody may be on a vacation somewhere near some water, again, replenishing those emotions, but getting as far away from something as possible. So yeah, somebody is upset because they thought, see, when we see this much water out here and we see this much sword energy out here, somebody was trying to drive somebody crazy, like literally with all of this overthinking and all of these emotions, like trying to make somebody look like they were mentally crazy or unstable or whatever the case may be. Sources like, we're not having none of that. No, we are not. We are not having any of that. So kudos to you, Gemini, for like I said, and again, because this is a general reading. I don't know how far up a hill somebody had to climb to come up out of a dark space or whatever, like I said, but let this be a lesson to somebody. When you're going through a dark place, please try real hard not to say anything negative about people, and please try hard not to go off on people. If you feel like, okay, I got to isolate myself until I heal myself, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But it's some people that's going through some shockers right now. Like, what? We couldn't stop or block Gemini? Nope. Couldn't block, because we don't have that power over each other. We don't have that power over we don't. So look to the stars. You're either about to close out a cycle and go into a super new you, because we have a super new moon on the 21st of January and we're not that far away from it, or somebody's going to throw themselves back into a cycle. Your main goal is to close out a cycle, and because somebody from your past, they can try it if they want to, because karma does not miss. Karma does not miss. And karma can be good or bad. It just is. So it would be great, even if their face or their mouth says, oh, I'm so, I really wish the best for, somebody like my ex-friend or my ex-lover or my ex-colleague or whatever, but they're at home plotting and planning, smiling publicly to people, trying to make people think, oh, it's so kind, but then behind closed doors, they're plotting and planning like with a witch's brew and trying to secretly do all that's going to come back and hit them with the same force they send to you. So be bold and make the first move. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that this cardinal energy, the Tower card, is attached to Mars. Mars rules Scorpio. That's this death card right here. And also Aries. So Scorpio's energy is divine feminine. So this water. So there's like depth of emotions. Like there could be, in the depth of emotions could be rage. It could be anger. It could be hurt. It could be all kinds of like real deep, deep, dark. Like when you think about like going into an ocean, the further down you go, the darker and more murky it gets. This is why I got to give somebody a picture, right? And so for you, it was because you were in this space of showing compassion, Somebody didn't want to believe that somebody's thoughts about them and their plots and plans were that deep, dark, and murky. And as long as you stayed around and showing compassion, the more and more emotionally you became overwhelmed, until you somebody felt like they were losing their mind, but you were actually going through a rebirth, right? And so in that dissension of somebody feeling like they're losing their mind, guess what? Any energy that came across your path that even remotely tried to help, they got it. They got the swords, right? And so, like I said, forgive everybody for whatever, but move forward, because whoever is sending some black magic your way, they can't touch you. You gotta make the first move and stop overthinking this. This is not even something you need to overthink. Again, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, there's never any pressure for a personal reading, but my information is down below. We do not solicit donations. So if you ever see an email, text message, first of all, you wouldn't get a text message from my number asking for a donation. But if you ever see something like somebody creates a fake, YouTube account or fake whatever, Instagram account or whatever asking for a donation, it is not me or any member of my team. Here we have 33 as your number. I am expanding. Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while, Gemini. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. Stay focused. The number 3 is very powerful. You got double threes right here. That's where you got this double. It's like you got double energy coming across your path. Like Source is saying, I'm trying to protect your legacy. So learn from the past. Do not dabble in dark energy. I'm talking about while you dating somebody. If they're talking about this, I mean, like, I put a spell on my ex, or I did run. People don't believe it until they are caught up into some stuff, and it's all of a sudden, oh my God, somebody did X, Y, and Z to me. You wondering why, somebody went down a real dark path. But anyway, you're out of that. You don't have to worry about it. Source is like, I got you protected. Your ancestors are all around you. So kudos to you. Kudos to you. Let's see what else we got going on here. Focus. Laser focus. Focus. I am devoted to a clear mind. I take action towards my highest goal. That's why I said somebody's going on some kind of trip or whatever to flush out all of that darkness that somebody came, the dark emotions and all of that other stuff. Because that's not what you want to give to people who love you and who are supporting you or who are around you, who are genuinely your friends and part of your soul tribe. You don't want to give that energy to them. I take action toward my highest goals daily. I am confident in my abilities. I release distraction. I get the important things done. I am organized. I am in control of my thoughts. That's right. Somebody was trying to make somebody look like like a raving lunatic, but it backfired. That's what I have for you. And so congratulations for somebody who either is currently in a relationship with a soulmate, or that's coming your way or something like that. But again, somebody is out. A cycle has been broken for somebody. So the only way it can come in is through your mind. That is what I have for you. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.